What's up, audio fans and fanatics? I have here today the Fiio FD3 Pros, and I am excited to bring these to you because I love Fiio products. Some of the first premium made gear that I have ever owned, and I am ecstatic to have this in the building. So I tried the previous Pro variant of the FD5s, and I was not feeling those. I tried those out maybe for like, I don't know, man, like 20 minutes and ended up returning them just because I didn't like the sound experience that I was getting. I hooked them into my Sony Xperia 1 Mark II and it just wasn't hitting for me. So I boxed them things up and I sent them right back. The FD3s, however, I think are a lot more tight and just a lot more nuanced than the FD5s. I feel like the FD5s kind of played my library of music the same across the board. It wasn't very exciting to listen to. It wasn't ecstatic at all. It just had zero life and it was just low energy. But the FD3 Pros kind of provide a little bit more excitement while still maintaining a good mid presence and still giving me just a bit of bass. I haven't changed anything with these here. So we get some wing tips here. I believe these are for more mid bass sound, so you can kind of get your mids up. And then we have some interchangeable clips there for the nozzles. That also changes the sound, hopefully in a more positive way. It kind of just gives you a different nuance to your listening experience. I've done it previously before with the FH7s. If anybody is familiar with the FH7s, that was Fio's flagship for maybe about 3 years ago. And they're still one of my favorite sets. I plug them in every now and again. However, you know, after some time, new technology comes out, gotta give those a try just because I'm an addict. So putting these to the side, I also have here some other wing tips. These are for bass. There, as you can see there, it kind of tells you there at the top, that's bass. This is a sound tube with vocals, ear tips, as I said. And then here we have the memory foam. This is for balanced listening experience. And then they kind of gave you two different types of tips here. The ones up top there are memory foam, and then the one down here are balanced. So as you can see, they kind of go all out here. And then you have the shock absorbent case. And I already have the headphones in there because, like I said, I botched the initial opening, but we're gonna go ahead and still review these headphones. So there are two different models for these headphones. You get first the FD3s and then the FD3 Pros. The only difference is the cable. Everything else is the same. But if you get the Pro variant, you get this really nice cable. The cool thing about this cable is that it has a swappable tip here. You can change the termination of your listening experience between two different types, or rather three. So you get your standard 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and then you get the 2.5 as well as the 4.4. You can swap those out as need be to your preference and to your source. That is awesome. This Onyx cable is beautiful. I really like it. I probably need to get another one for my FH7s. So this is kind of what it looks like there aesthetically. I like the gold accent color with that kind of marbled center. Then you have the Fiio branding there, MMCX. And I believe this is a single dynamic. Let's go ahead and take that tip off of there. Take a look. You can see that. Very nice. So just listening to these stock So far has been a pretty good experience. It doesn't blow me away, and nothing necessarily sticks out to me just listening to them stock. I'm definitely gonna go more towards a bass centralized type of sound. I'm going to change the nozzles on these for a more bassy sound for vocals, and then I'm going to put the bass tips on these headphones and see if maybe I can pull out just a little bit more, not just bass, but also get a balance between bass and the vocals. So I'm going to use the bass tips and use the vocal or the sound tube nozzles here and kind of see what I can come up with. That's going to be my go-to methodology for moving forward with these sets here. And then we're going to see how they compare and contrast with some of the other sets that I have. My current favorite set right now is the Beeline A8s. That's my favorite budget series set at the moment. These, they could kind of get up there for me. I wouldn't recommend getting the pros at this point. I would say everybody just go ahead and grab the standard ones for like $40 less, unless you really need those swappable tips. Again, the sound, it sounds good with just about any genre of music. It's relatively it's not very musical, but everything is clear. All the notes are there. The vocals are clear. The vocals are there. The bass, you can hear it. It's not impactful. It doesn't intrude on the mids very much. But occasionally you can hear it kind of muffle the mids just a little bit, not in a very pleasant, bassy kind of way, but in a more pushed back kind of way, if that makes any sense. So far, so good. Like I said, not my favorite set at the moment. The Beeline A8 stick out to me more, but we're going to go ahead and swap out these tips. We're going to swap out these nozzles because for whatever reason, Fiio normally has a more flat sound out of the box. But we're going to play around with these. I'm going to listen to my library once again. I have my test tracks that I'm going to go ahead and go through, and we'll go ahead and give these a new revision. But this is just going to be my initial unboxing / somewhat of an impression style video. And hopefully you guys enjoy. If any of you guys have any thoughts on getting the Fios, I would like to know what your experience has been like. And we're going on about 9 minutes here with the Pixel 5a in 1080p 60 frames. That is a good sign. All right. So if anyone has these headphones or wants to know anything or wants me to listen to any particular tracks or music, let me know down in the comment section. I'll give you guys a somewhat of a head-to-head video between these and between the Beeline A8s. I think that's going to be a fairly good comparison video once I switch out the tips there and get everything kind of the way I like to have it. All right, YouTube, peace. Appreciate it.